The EFF is out here deliberately decampaigning themselves as always, especially when we are about to vote. If you didn't know, next year we have local elections and the EFF is out here deliberately decampaigning themselves. Why am I saying so? You will find out on this video. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the Cafe Libito la KK. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Without wasting any more time, before I can jump into this one, please do me a favor, make sure that you subscribe. Please do comment down below with your own thoughts regarding this specific topic, and also please like this video, it helps a lot. Then let's get into it. So last week, the EFF took it to Alexandra police station to open a case against Operation Dudula and Operation Dudula's leader, Zandile Dubula, regarding the case of a very sad case, if I may say so, a very sad one. Apparently, a mother who comes from Malawi decided to take her sick child, to a hospital or clinic rather, where she thought that she will get assistance as far as the health is concerned, and she was turned away by the alleged Dudula members, and she went to the second hospital or clinic, and she was also turned away from that health facility, and she decided to take the child to a private hospital. And when she got to the private hospital, unfortunately, the child lost his life. So this is what outraged the EFF to take it to the police to open a case against the Dudula. And this is what the Dudula said regarding this whole thing. But before I can play the video, I just want to let you know that Operation Dudula said they know nothing about this whole thing. Listen to this one.
Operation Dudula always prioritizes the rule of life comes first. So if it is an emergency, we do allow people to go inside the hospitals. We really distance ourselves from the death of the minor. But if there's anything else, we will have to wait for the further investigations to be concluded, and the law will then take its course. But currently, we've done our investigations. Our members were not there on the day.
So before we get into the whole EFF story, I want you to listen to the mother herself speaking regarding this whole thing from the News Africa, if I'm not mistaken, and I will play the video for you. And also make sure that you don't, you've got all the time you need, because you won't really understand that much, because she has a very ununderstandable English. I don't know what she was working in South Africa if she cannot even speak proper English, because she's definitely unable to speak any other language that is spoken in South Africa. So you can just make your own questions and your own assumptions on your side on how was she living in South Africa if she cannot speak one single language that is spoken in South Africa. But anyway, let's get into this one.
I take the baby on 31 July to Matsekana Clinic on Alexander. I find the two people outside for the gate who was wearing a green t-shirt. After that, they asked me about ID. I said, I don't have ID. They said, go to private clinic. Mahara Clinic is for South Africans, not for foreigners. I go to 8 Even Clinic. The health worker chased me away. They don't help the foreigners. After I take the baby on Johannesburg Clinic, after they don't help me also, I take the baby on private clinic. They also on Johannesburg. They help me. The same day on 1 August, the baby died after they helped me on private clinic.
Well, the EFF people are very confused. We all know that we have established it, and it's not making sense anymore. We're not surprised. And this is what the leader of the EFF said at some point. And there's a lot of these videos. There's a lot of contradiction in what they're saying all the time. And this is what he said.
The most dangerous crimes today are committed by the so-called foreigners. Because those people are dead already. I mean, you cross a river with crocodiles, and then you come to another country, you are still alive. That's a bonus. It's equal as being dead. There's nothing more to fear. If you look at that attitude, you're like, but this attitude is inspired by the fact that this person died long before, when he decided to get into a river with crocodiles to cross to the other side.
As you all know that they are flip-flopping like no one's business. At this stage, I feel like they should get shares within a brand that is selling flip-flops, like Havana or something like that. They should be one of those people that are promoting flip-flops, because they are flip-flopping to the point that they should be on some billboards flip-flopping and selling flip-flops, because they are definitely not getting any votes that would make them win elections. We thought that the EFF would change its stance at some point, especially after leaders like Floyd Shivambu decided to leave this movement, and this movement is not working because no country in Africa, there might be few, but a lot of countries in Africa, they want to stay as sovereign as they are. They don't want any of this United Africa madness that is requesting, or that is initiated by the EFF, because the leader doesn't even know what he wants on his side, apart from living a lavish lifestyle and getting all sorts of things, while the regular fighters who are on the ground, they have absolutely nothing. This is what the fighters are saying regarding this whole thing.
Greetings to you, greetings to the viewers of EWN, social media spaces and so forth. We're here to open a case against Dudula Operation and its leader, Zandile Dudula, following the untimely death of a 1-year-old child by the name of Praise Banda. May his soul rest in peace. So Dudula has been running some vigilante operation, particularly in the greater parts of Johannesburg, of barring people from getting necessary access to the public healthcare facilities. They've taken it upon their responsibility to stop those that they refer to as undocumented citizens of this country from.
The EFF unapologetically says that this must be a borderless Africa, not a borderless South Africa.
Yes.
Because South Africa, I see Africa,
Yes.
a borderless Africa.
Yes.
We are not saying that we must take away our borders while everybody else has borders.
Yes.
That's not what we are saying. We are saying that Africa must have one president. Africa must have one parliament. Africa must have one police force. Africa must have one home affairs. Africa must have one soldier, one army. Africa must use one currency. So that the people who stay as far as Bush Park Ridge, who have certain skills and so forth, are just able to travel 50, 60 kilometers to Maputo, but tole mmereko mo. So that the people back in Mozambique, there in Maputo, whom they don't have shops and shopping centers, are able to travel.
So these are the pan-Africanist people. They don't even know what to say anymore. They say whatever they have to say. If Julius Malema doesn't say anything, they cannot say anything. At this point, we just need to let them be, because I don't think we should be even talking about them, because when you talk about them and they are like this today, then tomorrow they are something else. They're talking about something else that is contradicting what they said the previous day. But my question here is, when over 20 children in South Africa died because of the contaminated snacks or poisoned snacks that they bought from illegal immigrants who are running illegal spaza shops in South Africa. The EFF was nowhere to be found. They were nowhere to be found. They did not go and open cases. When the police people were shot and killed by an illegal immigrant, they were not there. They did not open any cases about it. I can count a lot of things that happened. I did a story about a lady who has a spaza shop, and she was threatened by Somalians or whatever country they come from, Pakistani or whatever. She was threatened not to open the store or not to operate the tuck shop because the tuck shop industry is only owned by these people. The EFF did not do anything. They did not even say a single thing about it. But now we've got one random case of someone who died because they were stopped at a clinic. The EFF is up in arms trying to decampaign Operation Dudula and trying to tarnish Operation Dudula's name. They are the same people who said when you fight for revolution, you should not be scared. And obviously, when you fight for revolution, there might be casualties. Unfortunately, at this point of time, the casualty is a child who has nothing to do with the whole thing. And the child did not request or ask to come to South Africa. But unfortunately, that is how revolution is. If you are going to say you're fighting for people, there will be casualties. And there are always casualties. If the EFF will wake up tomorrow morning saying that the country will be shut down, and they're serious about it, and they do everything in their powers to actually shut down the country, there will be casualties. And those casualties that will be around will also be kids, because children cannot protect themselves. Unfortunately, in South Africa, children cannot protect themselves anywhere else in the world, actually. So this is what happened. And we don't even have a proof that the people who were waiting, or those people, there is no video, there is absolutely nothing that says that the people who stopped this lady, or they were people who stopped this lady from accessing healthcare. And also, I'm not quite sure about the illness itself. We can actually, I don't think I want to research about it now. What if this child was already sick long time ago and this lady did not want to go to the clinic in the first place? This lady took forever to take the child to the clinic because this lady is an illegal immigrant and they don't want to be seen or to be intercepted by police or something like that, and they will be arrested and deported rather to their own countries, because some of these illegal immigrants that we have in South Africa, they don't want to go to these government institutes because they will be, or their presence in South Africa will be compromised to the point that they are actually deported. So it's not new that there are people dying who are illegal immigrants in South Africa because they did not want to go to the public facilities or the government facilities to be assisted, because they are scared that they will be turned in and be deported. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know what is plan B of the EFF, because the EFF was the third largest party in South Africa. Now they are the fourth largest party, and they were beaten by a party that was not even 6 months. So, and the MK has showed an interest in fighting the same battle that the Operation Dudula is fighting. I've seen quite a couple of videos in KZN that they are actually doing the fight as well. I can also share some of the videos over here.
No, thank you very much. National Spokesperson, Labour Desk. So we are here at Eastwood in Pietermaritzburg, as we have promised that we're going to be here today. And our message is very clear. We are here to say that those who are not supporting in our country, who are working here illegally, must be removed from these workplaces. General jobs in South Africa are reserved to South Africans. And we call upon these companies that we are with here that they must not continue with this nonsense they are doing of employing illegal foreigners to come into South Africa and take our jobs. We've been saying this for a very long time that our No, thank you very much. Silana, Epitamarisburg, Institute, la khona amafektri abantu aqashwe abantu khona abantu bokufika. Silana ke Institute enye ifektri nje sikuyona ifektri yamathishu. Labantu sasifikile kubona ngomhla ka-27 June sibatshela ukuthi abakhipha abantu bokufika sihamba namaphoyisa sabanika memorandum bayisayina bavuma nabo ukuthi babaqashile abantu bokufika abangenawo amadokhumenti ukuthi bebe kulelizwe. Sizokwenza i-follow up ke manje ngoba babethe kuzoba ne-meeting la bezosinika khona abantu inamba yokuthi baqashe abantu abangaka bokufika base sibanika ama-CV abantu base South Africa ukuze bekwazi ukuba replace labantu bokufika. Njengoba silana ke sisalindileke.
So this is what will happen. The EFF will decline, will deteriorate to the point that they are a new cope of South Africa. You remember cope? That will be the EFF in the near future. Because a lot of people online, they do like the EFF, but they just don't like when it comes to the illegal immigrants situation in South Africa. They don't like it. And obviously, if you're following a certain party, there will be things that you don't agree with. And if you feel like those things are so uncomfortable to the point that you feel like you need to leave this party, then so be it. You will leave the party. Not everyone hated the ANC from the beginning. But at some point, people felt like, okay, we are done with this party and we are moving on. And I can tell you right now, the party that I'm going to vote for at some point is the party that was not even on my mind in a very long time. In a very long time, I did not have it in my mind. And at this point of time, I feel like I might have made my decision on what I'm going to vote for in the next elections. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about this whole decampaigning of themselves, the EFF decampaigning of themselves. And also, please do like this video. It helps a lot. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I will see you on my next upload. Have a fantastic one. Peace.
Laba bantu masibagoduze. Abangana maphepha. Abangana maphepha masibagoduze. Or sibabeke somewhere midway. Siba process mamela. So because they don't have papers. They steal your watch, your everything, do petty crime, disappear in those buildings. You won't find them anywhere. And Johannesburg is hit by that.